Well, hello there, my stinging little jellyfish. We got 9x3 today, maximum of 9 towers, no more than 3 of each. Balloon circles on medium. No special agents, no road spikes, no pineapples, no banana farms, and no supply drop snaps. So they really don't want to use any extra money. That's kind of what they want you to do. We don't get any of the new towers either. So let's see what we can do today. We've got 9 towers max. We're going to have to use fairly strong towers, and we only get 3 of each. So we're going to go for a really quick boomerang in here. Actually, you know what? I lied. We're going to go for a really quick tack shooter. And, I will get him up to probably, if I can, I'll get him up to 3-0 really quick, and maybe a boomerang on top of that. I don't know if I want to go for a dart monkey. I mean, dart monkeys are obviously fairly nice towers to use, and they would keep me, life losing it, possibly, but I just don't feel like dealing with that. I don't want to have him, be here and have him just kind of get in the way, and I don't want to have to sell him, because that, means less money for me, because I'm greedy. I like money, and if you guys like money too, you can, press the like button, maybe? I don't know. No, I'm just kidding, guys. I'm usually, honestly, if you like the video, I appreciate it if you press the like button, and if you really don't like the video, that's totally fine. I totally understand that if I make bad videos, you have the right to dislike the video. But disliking just because you don't like me is kind of mean. That's, some people I know that they do that every once in a while. I have a consistent, 5 people that, I banned a while ago, or, I banned only probably, 15... 20 people in the history of Super John Bombo, and it's usually people who swear consistently against other commenters in the comments, and, I'm like, they're a jerk, and what they do is they're really big jerks, and what they'll do is they'll just come to my videos, press dislike, and leave, and I'm like, alright, if you really want to do that, if you really want to waste the time on that, or they'll even, like my videos, they will actually like my videos, but because they don't like me, they'll watch the videos and then just dislike it because it's me. And I'm like, wow, that's just, that's just mean, man. I've noticed some people do that. It doesn't happen that often, but it does indeed happen. So anyways, I'm actually thinking about going for a really quick Ring of Fire. I mean, I know the tack shooter is pretty solid for most of these rounds, and if I can get him for lead pop power, that's an excellent amount of balloon pop power for a long time. And if I get an Arctic Wind on top of that, man, woo, that's pretty much infinite balloon popping power. Though affording an Arctic Wind on this map will be definitely kind of tough, especially with no nanner farms coming in here, man. We got no nanner farms. So anyways, I want to tell you guys a camping story really quick. I know I was telling you guys that I'm going to be throwing out some camping stories every once in a while in here. I went... So... Basically, because my friends all went to Las Vegas right before the trip, a lot of people were really, really tired. There was we didn't sleep a lot in Vegas, we were on vacation, now we're going to camping, and now it's really hard to sleep, obviously, in a tent when it's kind of cold out or kind of hot in the tent, and there's bugs making lots of noise and all that stuff, so it's it's not really that easy to sleep in there. So none of you guys realized, but this tack shooter, that was the first balloon that got through that tack shooter. Really ridiculous. So... Everybody was kind of really, really tired the entire trip. So me, I was like, you know what, I'm not that tired. I'm the kind of guy where I like to have, as much fun as possible. So I pretty much went to bed almost the latest out of everybody pretty much every day. Almost. I stayed up till when everybody went to bed. Well, anyways, one of the nights, it was just me and my friend Jake just chilling there at the campfire. And, we're taking care of the fire and everything. And we're like, you know what, let's go to bed. It's about that time. Let's go to bed. So it was I'm like, you know what? I have to take a poop, guys. I gotta take a mega poop. So to Jake, and he was like, okay, go ahead, take that poop, man. So I went over and I actually ran to the bathroom and I did my thing. And I found out that when I got back, we had a run-in with the coons. The raccoons were back. So we're gonna go for a ninja as well. I'm feeling it, man. We're gonna go for a nice little ninja in here. We're gonna go for actually a pretty nice solid ninja. We're gonna go for probably a 4-2 ninja, I think. That's definitely reasonable. We're definitely getting to that point where we need some of that ninja popping power and everything. But anyways, I found out that when I got back, he's like, yeah, you know what? I was just kind of sitting there waiting for you to come back so we could, pack up all the coolers and everything because I couldn't lift them by myself. I'm like, yeah, that's totally reasonable. And then he's like, and then all of a sudden I heard some crunching, and I was like, oh, Chris must be back. And he went over to check, and he's like, Chris? And no answer. And he's like, Chris, are you there? And there was still no answer. And he walks out, and then the coons, they got in the chips. The coons were taking over. They were eating all the chips and everything. They made a giant mess all over the place. So I just thought, I don't know. And then he went by him, and he went to, get rid of the coons, and they they kept coming back. So he came and he's like, Chris, I need your help right now. The coons are attacking. We need to defend everything. And he's like, I can't defend it all. They're just coming in from all these different directions. So we did our absolute best to try and defend all these coons that were just running at us, all these different directions. And the biggest problem was my friend's truck has a hatch, and the hatch glass broke in a previous Men vs. Wild trip, actually. So the coons were actually trying to get in the truck. Oh my god, the coons were everywhere, man. The coons were ridiculous. I don't even know what to say about the coons anymore, other than they're ridiculous. So we're going to go for actually a helicopter here. If at all possible, we're going to go and get him up to 4th tier, I mean, that's going to be kind of expensive, but, fairly effective tower for sure. Now, the problem is going to be the Moab popping power. Like, what are we going to use for a Moab popping power? We don't have balloon chippers. Spike factory's not good enough. I'm thinking, you know what? We're just going to go for 3 Moab maulers. We're going to start getting them ready now because, we have more than enough balloon popping power, I think, with the Ninja and the Ring of Fire. And the helicopter's just kind of an additive feature there. So anyways, we were running around trying to clean up all this stuff. We actually loaded a lot of things in the cooler, like chips and stuff like that. And then you want to know the funny thing? The only thing the coons didn't attack was the chicken sandwich and the cheeseburger that were sitting on the grill. We left them overnight, and they didn't come back and try and eat them. I don't know why. Maybe they don't like maybe they don't like cheeseburgers. Maybe they don't like chicken sandwiches. Maybe we cooked them bad. I'm not sure, but they didn't eat them. So we've had previous run-in with the coons during camping. I mean, they get a little ridiculous sometimes. I remember my one friend, he took Ambien for his headaches, and it makes him a little bit loopy, So, I really hope this is enough Moab popping power. I don't know. I think it is. I'm not sure. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna go for, this is kind of weird. I'm gonna go for something kind of weird. I'm gonna go for a spike factory in the front. Something I don't normally do, but I still think it might actually work out, at least a little bit. That's what I'm really hoping for. It's just a little bit of help. Especially if it puts them kind of where the Ring of Fire is, not on the sides and where the Ring of Fire isn't. Yeah, that was actually really easy. We took that down like a mouse. So we're actually going to get a really nice Moab shredder, I think. We'll kind of just save up for it. We'll get some nice money in here. And then I think the next thing we're going to go for is a really nice helicopter. We're going to get him up to 4th tier, hopefully. If we can afford it, maybe we'll even sell a Ring of Fire or sell whatever to get that guy. Because honestly, he's going to be able to defeat literally everything for the rest of the game. We won't have to worry about anything after that. So just get him up and you're just going to feel safe about yourself. But our previous run-ins were with some more. So we actually there was a mama raccoon and there was a baby raccoon. Or no, 3 baby raccoons, and the mom was really mean. The mom was really mean and protective of the babies, of course. And the babies were coming by and they're just like, give me food, and we were like, oh my god, they're so cute. We have to give them food, so we're giving them graham crackers and everything. And it's funny because sometimes we give the little babies some graham crackers, and then the mom would just they'd walk back, they'd run away a little bit, and the mom would just come back, or we'd see the mom just come and steal the baby's little cracker that we gave it, and we're like, oh man, what a mean mommy, come on, little mommy, give them a cracker. I don't know if she was checking it to make sure it wasn't poisoned, or what the deal was, but hey, we see coons pretty much every trip, except when we went to Devil's Lake. Devil's Lake didn't have very many coons. I don't know why. There's no coons up there, I suppose. Because, yeah, if you guys don't know, I live in Illinois. Most of the time, we go camping in Wisconsin. We went to Indiana a couple times, so we've been, been around the block a little bit, but overall, it's pretty much where we go. We don't go anywhere ridiculous. No, I actually, because this is the 7th trip, by the way, 7th trip of every single person that usually goes, and I don't know, that's just kind of ridiculous to me. I actually think we might end up getting more people later on in life. I don't know why. I just feel like my one friend, he's in the he probably, I don't know if he's going to move back here. That's the real question. Will he move back here? Because he's in the NFL. And he's a friend since 6th grade. So, I don't know if he would come back here afterwards and want to join our camping trip. I don't know. Maybe he would. Or if he just kind of want to be, by himself and live where he lives right now. Because me personally, I don't like moving around. I like to just stay in the same place. I don't know. I'm just weird like that. So we're going to get this guy up to red hot spikes as well. Because guess what? 59's coming out the next round. And even though we got that nice little actually, we're good. We're good, guys. We're totally fine. You know what would be fun to get though? A big one. Let's go for it. Big one, balloon buster, Bernie stuff. Big one. We're gonna get him going, get him flowing, see what we can do with him. Now these road spikes Actually, I don't know. Would the Moabs be big enough to like reach over? And this is my 9 towers, by the way. I don't need this anymore. Would the road spikes, or would the Moabs be big enough to like come through on these sides and hit these road spikes or hit these road spikes? I don't know. That'd be kind of cool to see, but I don't think I can really test it out with maybe losing. I don't want to lose. So yeah, that would make me feel really, really bad. But we're almost up to that big one already, but I don't think we're gonna be able to get it. Actually, I really don't. It's kind of sad, but it's close. It's close, a little fast right now. Oh my goodness, those guys are actually getting pretty darn far. Luckily, the helicopter should hopefully be smart and stop the ones that are in the front. You know, if he was stupid and stopped the ones in the back, I'd be really upset. But oh man, we needed the big one by 63, but we didn't need it. We wanted it by 63, but we got it by around 65, and that's good enough for me because now a big one just looks really cool. Just explosions. I'll probably get a really cool thumbnail with an explosion on it. Yeah. So that's going to be pretty much all I'm going to have for you guys today. Obviously, if you enjoyed the video, you know what to do down in the bottom there. And if you had some fun with my videos, you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for, man? Press that button down there and have a super duper delicious day.